Hi there people, welcome back to a new video. Tonight we are looking at Hyln Holdings, a stock which we haven't covered for some time. But the past 5 days is green for the stock. We're seeing big gains now of around 10%, so things moving in a very nice way. And of course this is a bit of recovery in share price after a quite negative week, or at least a quite negative month. So of course in the past month we are seeing Hyln fall in price from about the high of around $20 and dip by around 35%, bringing us to this low of around $12.69, so quite low there, and now we are pulling ourselves up by around $2. The question is though, should you buy Hyln now for big gains, or should you avoid this stock? Again, I am not a financial advisor, so please do make sure to do your own research and come to your own conclusions, but in this video I'm sharing all of my thoughts based on what we have been seeing. If you will enjoy quick, stock market related videos based on opinion, make sure to subscribe to this channel, as that is what we talk about every single night on this channel. We cover many different stocks per night, and it would just be appreciated if you could just press that little red subscribe button and join the family. Now I've said that though, let us jump into this episode and look at Hyln in the past month or so. Right then, so looking at the charts, we can see a big drop off in Hyln. Now this comes after a pretty depressing half year, as we can see the share price has plummeted in the past 6 months from highs of about $53 all the way down to this low point, 73% below where we were, currently sat at the $14 mark. So of course, how did this happen? Well, if you have been following Hyln for some time, you will know that in the past 365 days, we had this huge rally in price. Now this was of course around the SPAC merger of Hyln. It was highly anticipated, and it made sense that a lot of people were buying into this one. At the time, and even still to date, SPACs are generally speaking investments that get a lot of hype, and people do use these as swing trades. Let's face it guys, if you were to have bought this one at this low here of around $17, or perhaps even earlier than that, around the $10 mark, as SPACs usually are when they initially start off, if you'd have bought it down here and held up until the highs, you'd have made gains of around 406%. I think a lot of people did acknowledge this at the time and use this as a way to make a decent trade, because a catalyst was coming up with that merger. Now here's the thing about a merger as a catalyst. A lot of the time, once that merger is over, especially with SPACs, we see the share price plummet as people are investing in this one as the initial catalyst to get the money is over. So subsequently we saw the share price plummet by a huge amount like we've already discussed, and it has even been on the way down in 2021. So should you buy this stock now at the price of $40? It's pretty much almost as far back as it was, a few months ago at the SPAC price pre-merger. So the question is it going to go any lower, or should you buy now? Well guys, here are my opinions. From Hyln, for a fundamental standpoint, I do believe it is a pretty decent company. They have some interesting trucks, and I think their technology is very unique and very interesting. They have a system where they can retrofit a hybrid, or at least a diesel truck, with a hybrid powertrain, which is a lot cheaper than buying a fully electric truck. Now, if you do know about this one from their website, you will know how interesting of a feature it is. It saves operators a lot of money because, of course, it's more economically efficient to run a hybrid truck than it is to run just a diesel truck. And of course it is good for brand image and also for the planet. On top of that, Hyln have their own truck called the Hypertruck ERX. Very cool looking truck, and it is obviously electric, I do believe. And I think going forwards, this whole electric truck market is going to start to wake up. Right now we are seeing electric cars be the main focus of a lot of manufacturers. We obviously have Tesla working on their own truck, but right now even their focus at the moment is on cars, as that is where they get the most money. But let's face it, going forwards into the future, a lot of vehicles, if not all vehicles, are going to be electrified, as we are looking for a cleaner earth. Now right now, like I said, the electric truck market, the electric bus market for that matter, these type of sectors are kind of sleeping. They are not as awake as the electric car sector is. I think it is only a matter of time until people do latch on to how profitable these industries can be. There is no reason why the electric truck industry or the electric bus industry can't be as profitable, or at least similarly profitable, as companies working in the electric car sector. And of course, like I said, a lot of companies rather, their main focus at the moment is developing thing for electric cars. But I think Hyln, where they are in the market right now, they have an advantage with their technology already existing to work with electric trucks. I think this is going to put them ahead in the future. So of course, if you are willing to buy Hyln right now and hold it for the long term, this one could be a fantastic investment. I think it could be a few weeks or months before we see the share price increase by a substantial amount, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. This stock, in my eyes at least, does have a lot of potential. I think in the next 2 to 10 years we could be seeing this share price rocket past $100. And I know that is a high estimate, but just looking at where we are on the market right now and looking at where we could be in a few years, with of course electric vehicles becoming more and more common, I think there is a lot of potential in the market. There's a huge space for Hyln to come in and grab a lot more business. So right now I think this company is an absolute steal, but again, if you are looking to buy this company, I don't think you're going to see massive profits overnight. I think it may be a few months, maybe even a few years before we reap the full rewards of Hyln stock, but I think over time it definitely could pay off. Again, that's just my opinion, and it is not guaranteed to rocket, so please be aware of that one. But I think, you know what, it is an interesting stock. I think the fact that it's now off a lot of people's radar is interesting as well. And again, with electrification of trucks becoming more common as well, I think it is only a matter of time before people do acknowledge that, you know, the potential that companies like Hyln do have for the future. So that's just my opinions in this quick video, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. I made it as quick as possible, so thank you for joining us for this one. But again, if you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow in a new episode, so I can't wait to join you for that. Thank you for this one though. I'll see you then. Goodbye.